Hi, today I'm going to talk about the 5G use cases on AWS. So let's review the components one by one from the user side. Imagine you have the endpoint that supports 5G. It's going to get connected to the InnoB or GNOB in the RAN networks in certain frequency, right, via the wireless. And you're going to run some of the edge computing nodes to support the InnoB or GNOB application, right, to make it like minimally functioning. And you're going to have the network nodes over here to establish an IPsec tunnel all the way from the RAN networks from the InnoB or GNOB to the mobile backhaul to ensure the security of the data. Why? It's because that usually the vendor for the backhaul, mobile backhaul, and the vendor for the RAN networks is different. And we're going to have an unique components in 5G network, which is the MEC, the mobile edge cloud, right? The reason is because, for the 5G, the bandwidth has significantly increased. So to backhaul the 10 gig or 20 gig bits of the traffic from the mobile core all the way to the RAN network, that is not going to be realistic, right? That is going to be like affecting the user performance because the distance is there, the latency is there. So that's why we're going to offload some of the computing closest to the RAN networks. That's why we're going to put up an MEC, the mobile edge cloud, that is running some of the application. So for example, you are the service provider, right? You basically monetize the ad services, right? Basically, you're going to cache some of the advertisement that is closest to the user location. So here, this is a very good use case where you can leverage the MEC to do that. And AWS provides with the AWS Outpost where you can install, for example, EC2 instances. You can install the EKS running the microservices to surface your requirement. And over here, we're going to reach the user plane of the 5G backbone, right? And also the control plane, right? The control plane, I would say, is the brain of the entire 5G backbone. And usually we're going to have one set of the control plane in, for example, 2 or 3 data centers if it's the distributed setup, and having a multiple user plane, because the user plane is just to take care of the 5G user traffic. So over here, for the control plane, we're going to run the multiple core services of the 5G networks in a VPC. For example, the network slicing. So what does network slicing mean is to, for example, I have a same set of hardware, same set of the network infrastructure. However, I'm going to use that for different purposes, right? I'm going to run it in multi-tenancy manner. So that's why we need network slicing. And apart from that, some other core services could be like session management, it could be the accessibility or the mobility management. So these constitute the 5G backbone, the control plane networks. And of course, right, you want to put out something that is adding the value as well. So for example, you need an orchestration and monitoring platform that is leveraging different AWS applications, so you can build up one in a different VPC. And of course, as a service provider, definitely have some locations that you have for example, the developers, they're going to run some developer community apps, and it's going to be latency sensitive. So in that case, other than the AWS Outpost, we can use the AWS Wavelengths that is optimized for mobile edge, the latency sensitive application. So that's all for my explanation. Hope it's helpful. Thank you very much.